Hello, Internet. Hey ho. How am I? Well, I'm good. I've been very addicted to Valheim again, so that's where I've been. No shame in admitting it. Can't wait to see all the updates. Well, I hate to inform you, there's been none. But we're gonna make some progress today. I've actually been, hmm, sorry, I'm eating my late lunch. I've actually been playing Minecraft, but I haven't been playing. I've been playing Java. I know, disgusting. Ew. But I've been helping some friends with their Fallout New Vegas map. I was gonna stream that today, but I didn't think people would be very interested in watching that. But it's like a super modded version of Minecraft on Java. It's really cool, and I have a lot of fun building on it, but I have a lot of fun building on it, but yeah, I mean, I know my audience. I don't think people would enjoy watching me stream that. As fun as it would be. Um to be fair, I haven't watched in like 6 months. Semester's been awful. Oh, well, I'm sorry your semester's been shit. But I mean, I can't really think of all we did in the last 6 months, to be honest. I mean, we did the entrance hall because I don't want to do terraforming. Um, what else? I mean, we got a lot of terraforming done, just in general. Finished the outer wall. We had the Quidditch pitch in place. I guess that's a pretty big change, possibly, if you haven't seen it yet. Sorry, my nose is being dumb today. We did like this little bridge that's supposed to lead up to Hogsmeade. But other than that, haven't done much. Since the Fallout TV show came out, I've once again fallen into my Fallout hyperfixation. So like all I've been doing is playing Fallout, and then the Valheim update for the Ashlands came out a couple days ago, and that was well, let's just say I haven't really had much free time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I haven't, for some reason I didn't post it. But yeah, I've been I've been wanting to stream. It's just a matter of doing it, you know. But damn, does it feel good to be playing Bedrock. I'm sorry to all the Java lovers out there, but I just like building on controller. And I can't tell you how amazing it is to not have flight drift on Bedrock. That shit drives me nuts on keyboard and mouse. Like on Java, if you're flying and you let go of like the direction that you're trying to go, you drift for like a solid second and a half maybe, and it is so annoying for when you're like trying to like be precise with your placing. Hey Billy. So yeah. Anyway, another thing, uh I've realized recently that I'm really close to getting my YouTube paycheck again. I need to reach the $100 goal, and it's been going slowly. And I realized that's because I haven't been posting shit. I haven't been streaming. I haven't been making videos. So obviously, the engagement is gonna go down. And yet, I still sat around and did nothing for forever. I could really use that $100 instead of it just sitting there piling up and not being made a reality. What the why am I using med brick? Oh, because I use it for the floor. I was very confused for a second. I gotta sneeze. Ah. Thank you. Um, so we're doing the film entrance hall now instead of the chamber of reception, which is what we did last time. So you have the chamber of reception out here, and then we got the film grade hall or entrance hall with the hourglasses and the, you know. So yeah, in case you guys want to help with the Michael would really enjoy YouTube paying him for the first time in like a year. I've disabled the Streamlabs donations. Um, Using Super Chat would be best because that just goes straight into my, YouTube payment shit. I took my allergy medication and I'm still just like, ugh, I'm all loosey-goosey on the nose. I should see if I can post my stream in the Fallout Discord that I'm helping with. I don't know if they have a... I don't think they do. No media channel for them. Even though technically I'm a developer there, I don't want to overstep my bounds. There's one thing about Java I will say that I really like, and it's world edit. Golly, is world edit just so much better than anything. Copy and pasting with world edit is so easy. It is glorious. Because, like, here... Yes. On Bedrock, if you wanted to copy... Oh, look at that. I'm already doing the double slash like I have world edit. You would need to do fill. And then come over here and get this block. Look at that. I'm so used to it now. You know what I'm saying? And then you would just fill it in like that. But if you were using world edit, you would just stand here, do slash slash post one, then come over here, fly up a block, do slash slash post two, and then you come here and you'd slash slash copy, and then you just go somewhere else and just do slash slash paste, and it works. You don't need to use structure blocks. It's so fucking easy. I like it solely for the copy and paste. I think doing terrain with Belkov's tool is easier than doing terrain with world edit. And that's a shoot. I know Belkov's probably not here right now to hear that, but I'm sure it would make him very happy. So in terms of interior, I feel like this area is going to be one of the hardest. Mainly because it has weird nooks and crannies. And you'll see what I mean the further we go in here. Oh, also, anybody who's been having issues with the wands on version 5, we think we might have figured out what the problem is. Um, right now I'm having people on Patreon test it, so we'll let you guys know. But it has to do with language. So, if you don't play Minecraft natively in English, you will have problems with the wands. We did not know this, and we just assumed people didn't know how to use the wands when they said that they weren't working, which I guess is pretty ignorant of us, but you know, it is what it is. But we found out that people were playing the map in different languages, obviously, because not everybody speaks English. Duh. Um, and the language files weren't translated. So we went and added a bunch of different languages into the lang files. We still need to add a couple more. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, we can put out an updated version of E5 where everybody's wands will work. Hopefully. I pray to God because I'm so sick and tired of it already. You wouldn't think, like, or I guess maybe it was just me, but I wouldn't think that language files would make such a big difference for add-ons. I thought, like, you could just put it in English and everything will just be English no matter what. And it would just take the files from the US English lang folder. It's very complicated, but either way, you know what I mean. Hopefully we'll have it fixed soon. I know it's frustrating. I know people haven't really been able to play version 5 to its fullest, which is very unfortunate because in my opinion it's easily the best version of the map that we've ever put out. And I just want everybody to be able to enjoy it properly. So despite me being quiet about it in replies on like MCP, DL, and stuff like that, it's not that we aren't working on it. It's just we didn't know what was wrong for a very long time. I hope that makes sense. It's a very long-winded explanation, but I think at some point I'll make a video explaining it. But that'll probably be when we make sure every language that we can think of is set in place and the new download is available. Because I think that'll be the best time. to be like, oh, hey guys, well, we figured out the problem, you know, yada yada yada. Here's the new download. Hopefully it works for you, etc., etc. Would also like to say, very grateful you guys are always here whenever I start streaming. I know sometimes I get caught up doing whatever I do, and it's not because I don't want to stream or anything. It's just you know, sometimes depression just gets the better of me. And it's not always like it's not very black and white. I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's not, how do I put it? It's not that I'm sad. It's just that sometimes I lack the motivation to do anything, and I've been trying to change that, but it's pretty difficult. So I appreciate that everybody is so nice and welcoming whenever I do decide to get off my ass and stream. Okay, so this wall comes out to the second window. Oh, I don't need to. I mean, you understand how difficult it is. You guys stream every week, multiple times. Like, you guys are the ones putting in the grind, not me. If you guys want to see consistent Hogwarts streams, go check out Centaur and Lady Camelot streams. They're much more consistent than me. And they do good work. And they're very nice. They're good people. As I've found out over the years, sometimes the Minecraft building community isn't the nicest place. But there is plenty of subdivisions where there's just boatloads of good people. And thankfully, and probably to no intervention of my own, the the Hogwarts community on Minecraft is top notch. Bro can give me real account? What does that mean? You're going to Florida next year again? Can't wait. That's awesome. I still don't have a timetable of when I'm going to be able to go to Universal. I would really like it to be, you know, soon, but it's expensive, you know. I don't need to tell you, you know damn well. I'm not giving you a Minecraft account. I am also broke. Thank you. I would like to see it done too. It's a shame though that I'm the one that has to figure out how to get it done. Because I'm a lazy sod. Can I reiterate how nice it is to play Minecraft on controller again? Some of the guys, man, when I'm working on the New Vegas map on Java, I'm always complaining about having to use mouse and keyboard to build, and they just don't understand it because they're like, you know, they're like OG Java players. They don't build with a controller, but I've always built with a controller. Minecraft just feels good to me on a controller. Every game feels good to me on a controller. I feel like I feel so foreign using a mouse and keyboard. It's costing about 6 grand, so about 76. Sheesh. Is that just for the flight down here? Or is that like with hotel, with park tickets, with, you know, I'd imagine it's everything. I would hope it's with everything. But I can't imagine why it would be that much. I mean, the park itself's a couple hundred a day, depending on how long you go there. The hotel's probably expensive. The flight's probably very expensive. technically, if I were to go, I would get a Florida resident uh discount. But even then, I think it's only like 10%. Which, in the grand scheme of things, 10% for like a full day universal pass is like $10 off, maybe. Which ain't much. I do plan on going at some point, though. It's just a matter of having the money and having someone to go with. One of my best friends, who from where I used to live, she wants to come down at some point and go. But it's also a matter of her having the money to do it too, you know? Because even in the US, like, even if you're not traveling internationally, flights are still pretty fucking expensive. Especially when you're flying from, like, the straight northeast to the entire southeast. Like, when we drove down here, that was a 26-hour drive. That's like a 2-ish, 3-ish hour plane ride. It ain't cheap. And also, Stardust. Yes, you could. I always tell people in the build section on the Minecraft Discord that, like, every time someone comes in, they say, like, oh my god, I could never build that. Yes, you can. You can. You just have to try. I mean, that's really it. I didn't consider myself a very good builder. Ugh, when I first started. I still struggle to consider myself a very good builder because I don't want to get a big head about it. But that all kind of changed when I just started building Hogwarts. You learn so much by doing, you know? At least I do. You know, I know there's a lot of people who prefer to learn, like, by the book and whatever. And that's cool. I've always found that I learn easier, like, with hands-on. So I just like to do things, you know? Well, the great thing about building is that you just do it, you know? It's not a competition, right? It's a form of self-expression. It's like painting. Like, yeah, there's bad painters, there's good painters, but at the end of the day, it's all art, right? As long as you try and you give yourself that safety net of It might not come out perfectly. It might not look perfect. But if it looks good to you, then it's good enough, right? Like you don't need, when you paint a silly picture, you don't compare yourself to like Da Vinci, right? Because obviously, why would you do that? You just get on, you pour yourself into something that you're passionate about, and the results may vary, but the important thing is that you try because you learn things that way. You learn what works, what doesn't. I learned tons of building techniques from working on my Hogwarts over the years. I learned how to properly terraform. I learned how to make custom trees. I learned how to properly make arches. And it also is being surrounded by people who are also good builders. And like I said earlier about the building community, sometimes it can be a little cliquey. Sometimes it could be slightly toxic sometimes, which is unfortunate. But there's plenty of cool people who are just in it to make cool stuff, and that's it. Well, thank you, Centaur. And I've also found that building stuff. Thank you again. I've always found that building stuff that, I don't know, recreations. I'm kind of like known for recreations at this point. But they're so much easier to build, obviously, because you don't really have to make everything up. Oh, trust me, encountering a problem is one of the worst. Oh, thank you, Lee. You guys are so nice. I really appreciate it. I'm surprised the alerts work for that. I haven't really allowed super chats for a while. I didn't know if they would come through like that. Where was I? um, yeah, fuck. Oh, yeah, so even even when like if I encounter a problem, oh man, it drives me crazy. I'll show you an example. In the Transfiguration Courtyard, yeah. I did these cloisters. Yes, I was. Um, I did these cloisters, and I made them 5 blocks wide because, you know, I wanted to have the details. And I realized that because of that, and because of like the shape and size that I built, the entire central tower area, like the Durham section here, and the space between the bell towers, that I didn't have enough room to put all of the cloisters on the sides. Because I believe there's more than 4. I think there's like 5 or even 6 cloisters, or at least they're supposed to be. But because of again the length of the Durham section, and like I already had all of this laid out when I started to do this area, it was just impossible, right? And my options were lengthen this area, which would have taken an ungodly amount of time. Or just limit the amount of cloisters here. And if I didn't point that out, I'm sure nobody would have noticed. I notice, but I don't think anybody would have cared. And nobody probably still does care. But sometimes little mistakes happen, you know? And when I was building my original map, I made mistakes constantly. I didn't know what I was doing. I've never built a project that big in my life. And even to this day, as you can clearly see by watching me build, I don't really plan stuff out very well. So I just kind of go with the flow, you know? I build. Well, here's an example of a problem right here as well. But yeah, I just build with the flow. I shouldn't, because generally when you're building a usually when you're building a big project like this, you're supposed to kind of plan things out, you know, like it's supposed to be all professional and blah 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 blah. But I don't care. I've put maps out on the marketplace that I've barely even did any sort of like planning for. You just build. I don't know. I work better without constraints, I guess, but obviously it's so different for everybody. You know what I mean? Like everybody builds differently. I don't like planning because I don't know, I feel like it just kind of takes the joy out of building for me. But I don't know. If you want to make sure you don't have any issues, then just plan really well. Hello, Azor and Interstellar. I do see you guys. I just didn't want to lose my train of thought again. I see the value in planning things out, and I do to a degree when I'm just starting something. Like, I'll be like, all right, windows here. I want the windows to be 5 blocks wide. I need a difference of 3 between the windows so there's enough room for detail, and then you kind of build it out. But then you just build it out. Like, I don't do what some people do where they just like they plan the entire thing out with wool and like different colored wool and make sure that everything's boxed out. Belkov does that, or he did do that working on his Hogwarts. So I'm not saying it's wrong to do. It's definitely a lot safer. I just don't do it. Okay. Thank you. Been around since Hogwarts V2. Oh man. When was that? Like 2019? Appreciate it. I hope you've been enjoying V5. I hope the wands have been working for you at least. I did mention earlier that the V5 wands will be getting fixed. We do know what the problem with them is. So if they haven't been working for you, then they should soon. Good. Very proud of V5. I think it is probably my magnum opus. As much as I preferred this build in terms of detail and just from a general art standpoint. Been having more issues with the teleporting? Really? In what way specifically? One day have the Durmstrang ship go underwater. I think Belkov had an idea for that, but I don't think it ever came to fruition. What the hell happened here? Guess it's more the wands. I haven't been able to get back to the hub without manual TP. Have you been using the wand for teleporting? Okay, so here's the issue. If you try using the apparate spell while indoors, it does not work. You have to be outside. That's just how it is. I don't know why. It's just how it works. Otherwise, the best way in gameplay to teleport, I guess, other than apparating, would be to just use the flu powder. I used the little cheat area with every item in it. Well, you could do that too. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. I think I put it in the spellbook, but the spellbook isn't available for some reason in the most recent download. So whenever we get the language file stuff fixed up, I'm going to make another video about a new download, just so you guys can do it, use it, you know what I'm saying? Because I made a spell book a lot, like before V5, and I think some of the first few downloads had it, but not all of them had it. I don't know what happened, but... Spellbook basically says what each spell does, how to use them, what effects they give, etc. Also, I noticed, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, in the last update, all of my worlds, like, world modifiers got reset. So, like, I came on my original Hogwarts the other day because Belkov wanted to fix something and we were figuring out the language stuff. And I came into my map and there were animals walking around and fire spread was turned back on and like all of the world settings got like reverted to default, which was a little confusing. So if you guys haven't noticed that happening to your worlds, you might want to go check to make sure. Especially on my Hogwarts, because it's not always the most fire safe map. Fire safety is not very much the #1 priority. Be around periodically, my man. I just popped in on my lunch break, but I did just want to tell you how much I appreciate your work. I literally have a blast with my friends every weekend. Thank you. I really... I mean, that's what I do it for, really. At the end of the day, when I originally put my first map up for download, it was not even meant to be up for download. I just did it because I don't know. People have been asking for it for so long, and I originally only converted it to my PC so that I could take shader pictures. But the amount of love and just outpouring of amazing comments, and I don't know. I it seems kind of dumb to be like, oh man, well, I feel like I'm touching so many people with something that, and at the end of the day, it's a Minecraft map, but it just feels good to make people smile, even if you're doing it indirectly or whatever the case may be. Monsieur G should be hired to make maps for them. I already do. LOL. And I definitely think you should continue the New Vegas map with the whole show out and all. Well, good news. Uh, a server, a very nice group of guys and gals, contacted me about my free side because it was up for download or whatever. They wanted to use it for their server, and they have an amazing Fallout New Vegas roleplay server on Java. And they are currently using my free side, and they asked me if I would like to help them. So currently I'm building Nellis, which is pretty tight. I can show you, I just gotta pull it up. So this is kind of a long shot of Nellis. I just put the hangars in and stuff. I got the artillery cannon, the lookout or air traffic control tower, some other stuff. Uh, Here's the little like town next to the air traffic control. Another view of the town. Another view of the town. So yeah, Nellis is cool. It's fun working on Nellis. They told me that they wanted me to help them with that, and I was like, of course. And fucking, I gave them one specification, and it's that I wanted to build Vault 22. So I'm building Nellis, and then I can build Vault 22. I'm going to have a wonderful time building Vault 22. Fuck you, Kroger. That's so awesome, Mad Props. Thank you. I yeah, like I said at the beginning of the stream, because of the show, I've kind of been in a Fallout hyper fixation currently. So I've been a little addicted to Fallout stuff. I played through all the Fallout 3 DLC because I bought it a long time ago and I never even touched it. I started a new playthrough of Fallout 4 because they put out the current gen update on Series X. I'm helping these guys with the New Vegas build. I got addicted to Fallout 76 again. I completed the whole season. Bought myself a nice Nuka Orange bottle from the Bethesda shop website. Unfortunately, all the other cool flavors were already sold out and super rare and super expensive on eBay now because I really wanted the Quantum. And then the Valheim update came out, and that's a whole other can of fucking worms. Same. It was a great show. They really fucking... They really nailed it. Fuck. However, you keep doing you. I appreciate you actually chatting with me. I also wanted Quantum, but I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the look, but I gotta get back to work. I'll be back in a bit. Can't wait to see more Legacy. Hey, man. You have a good day. I appreciate the chat as well. Yeah, we can afford to have these corners even. Whoops. That doesn't look right. This is the fun part of building that nobody talks about. Hmm. How did that happen? That's not right at all. Hmm. Well, Stardust, let this be a prime example of fucking up. Hmm. So we got the funky mustache. Then boom, 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 boom. There we go. It's cool. Thank you. You're the only one here? I mean, people I think just have me up on like a second monitor chilling or something. I don't know. Minecraft isn't really a main monitor stream. At least not for me. You're all good. Did your settings get reset too? These hourglasses are gonna really suck. That's so weird. I don't know why they did that. Also, can we talk about how anachronistic these windows are? These things, these do not appear outside the castle. So, like, there's a window on the other side of this wall. You can see it. Right here. This window you can see outside. I'm guessing, I don't know. The light from this window casts up here through the windows. Even though it looks like straight moonlight coming through there. Very weird. But I'll be damned if that ain't the most Hogwarts thing of all time. They really don't like thinking about us builders, man. Can't say I blame them. That's the best that's gonna get, I think. This one's got a strong guitar. I hate this. Fuck. Sounds like a generic wrestling theme. Nah, man, you just gotta give yourself more time and more credit. I think I forgot to take a picture of the roof in here. Never mind, there it is. Cool skin, thank you. I got some free mine coins and just kinda went ballistic. By the way, guys, if you also get yourself some free mine coins, make sure to check out some of my skin designs that are in the store. You can, we have this, where is it? It's under tops, maybe it's outerwear. Yeah, so you can get yourself a wonderful wizard's cloak made by yours truly. I couldn't make it any of the Hogwarts house colors for obvious reasons, but I went with purple. It's basically a Hogwarts robe. That's just Wizard Cloak by Project Moonboot. You can check it out. Also, you want some magical hands? It should be... You can get magical hands, which is also made by your boy, which I am currently wearing. I did make a mask. I don't know if it ever got put in though. I probably never did. Hey, that's all good. I get it. Trust me. This is really cool. Oh my god, that makes me look so much cooler. I might have to buy that. There's some nice stuff in here. Definitely way more than the last time I checked. I don't know if you can check like skin stuff by team. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know how to search by team anymore. Anyway. I made like a Halloween like pumpkin head that like lights up and flickers out. It's pretty neat. Again, don't know if it ever got approved or if it ever got made in any way whatsoever. But I definitely did finish it and pack it and send it in, so if it's not there, then they guess they didn't approve it. I never heard anything about it, so have to check that out. I mean, you've already donated me enough money. How come that one stays bubbled out, but this one doesn't? Oh, because there's no block behind it, dummy. Maybe Bedrock isn't bedrocking? What do you mean? What you mean by that? No, I know what you mean. I just don't know what you mean. You know what I mean? Like, I know what you're saying, but I don't know what you mean. Feel me? Well, I'm just saying, like, I think that maybe just perhaps you might know what I mean, and what I mean is what you know. So at the end of the day, what does it all mean? Me neither. I didn't know what you meant from the beginning, so. Welcome to the club. I don't think any of us know what's going on right now. Myself least of all. Am I on Facebook? Yeah, but I don't use it. Why? I pretty much just have it so that my extended family knows that I'm not dead. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Facebook as a social media platform is kind of just faltered, I guess is the best word I could use to describe it. The only people that I know who use it are people who aren't very tech savvy. You know what I mean? Like they don't understand Twitter or Instagram or you know what I you know what I mean? Like if I asked them what a fucking what Discord was, they'd probably explain like the literal definition of Discord, which is like discourse. I mean, listen, I'm not wrong. It's it's good to have in case of emergencies, I guess, or if family wants to get in contact with me for whatever reason, but other than that, it's pretty pointless. I am old, well, shit. I'm almost 30 now. I'm fucking old too. So what if, because I can't get rid of that, It sure doesn't feel like it. I don't know where my 20s went, but it wasn't a good place. Now, Minecraft is a timeless game. One of the very few timeless games that still exist to this day. No, I just turned 29. It's my last year in my 20s. By the time my mom was 30 years old, I was already 5. And she had already had my sister and my brother. You want some jokes? Alright, what do you got for jokes? Why did the old man fall down the well? He couldn't seed that well. That is a dad joke. Sure, man. Keep them coming. I gotta make this door shorter, I think. What do you call the security guards for the Samsung? Guardians of the... Oh my god. I hate it. But please continue. What word can you make shorter by adding 2 letters? Short. Oh. I get it. Thank God the chandelier fits. 4. How do you make holy wire? You boil the hell out of it. Yeah, that's I have such a love-hate relationship with dad jokes cuz they're fucking terrible and everybody knows they're terrible. And yet there's just something so endearing about them. What did the lunchbox say to the refrigerator? Don't hate me 'cause I'm a little cooler. That one was kind of bad. What's a skeleton's favorite type of road? A dead end? Yeah, I could see that. Hmm. This song's starting to sound like the Doom 2016 soundtrack. Fuck. Why couldn't the tree get on his computer? Because he could not log in. God damn it. Why did the computer go to the doctor? Because he had a virus? Alright, well that one was pretty mid, you know? Oops. Open Steam. Didn't want to do that. I went on Amazon to buy it later, but all they had were 3,472 matches. That's so dumb. What do you call a broken clock? A waste of time. Yeah. We call a cow with no legs ground beef. It's clever, I'll give you that. Fuck. It's one block too wide. I think I'm too old to use YouTube and Discord. Maybe. But I also don't believe in the idea that you have to give up things you like when you get older. I think that's bullshit. It's one of those like societal norm things that I just don't understand. Like, people would be like, oh man, I hate being an adult. There's never anything fun to do. And it's like, yeah, because you don't want it to be fun. You know what I mean? It's like people put themselves in a box and they're like, oh, well, I can't eat that food anymore because that's a childish food. Or like, I can't do this anymore because it's kind of childish. It's like, get over yourself, man. People wonder why adults lose their childlike wonder, and it's because they feel pressured by society to be like, mm, well, you can't play with your action figures anymore because you're 20 years old. Get the fuck out of here. I do what I want, man. I know what you mean, you know what I mean? I think people need to be more open to who they really are. Keep that childlike spark, man. Because if it never goes away, in my opinion, that's a good thing. My dad told me a joke about boxing. I guess oh god. I thought you were genuinely telling a story for a second. Ignore what Miriam Margoyle said? Huh? What does that mean? Who's Miriam Margoyles? Oh. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I agree though. I don't know why she would say that after everything, you know? Your life's listen, life is too fucking short for you to ever give a shit about what other people think you should be doing with your life. Okay? You don't owe anybody shit. Nobody has to give you shit. Nobody has the right to tell you what to do. If you want to be a fucking child until the day you die, fucking be a child till the day you die. She worries adults still like it or some nonsense. Look, I think any fandom has the ability to be overboard, and there are definitely Potter fans who are a little overboard, but at the same time, it's no different than like a Disney adult. You know what I mean? Like if that's what makes people comfortable and that's what makes them happy in life, then oh well. You know what I mean? I for one think it's amazing that there are so many humans on this planet and not everybody's exactly the same. I don't want people to all be the same. Could you imagine how boring life would be? All you got to do is watch that one episode of SpongeBob where Squidward moves into that other town full of squids, and everybody does the same thing. They get the same house, they did the same hobbies, they do the same grocery shopping, they all ride bikes. It's miserable. There's nothing. There's no spice. And if you don't want to give yourself that spice, somebody else is going to give you theirs, whether you like it or not. So you can either fuss and cry and bitch and moan about it, or you can just accept it for what it is. It's got a sharp pain in my left rib. Ow. Sometimes I move my like arms or legs into not even a weird position. Just sometimes I move them and it just feels like I tore 50 fucking muscles. Like I moved my arm, I guess, and now it's just like trickling down my tricep all the way down to like my armpit and like the back of my ribs. I don't even know what I did. I'm about to be out for 9 months or something. How are we gonna make a bronze chandelier? Same. It sucks, man. Cause like I'm not It's not that I'm out of shape or like, I mean, I am out of shape, but I'm not like fat or like dying of health problems. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm out of shape. 9 months, are you pregnant? No, I just mean like an injury. You know what I mean? Pregnant. Fuck. How did you know? How did you find out? I hate chandeliers. Not because I think they're ugly or anything. I just hate building them. Do I have a Discord and what it's... Not really, no. I have a server, but it isn't really for the public. It's just a place for me and Belkov and a few other people to write down ideas and get stuff changed and fixed, I guess. Do I do I still ha? Huh? Do I still speak with Chase? Sometimes. He's probably here lurking. You got a friend request on Discord from Elon Musk? It's definitely not Elon Musk. How's he doing? I don't know. Being chased? That's really the only way I can describe it. You know, you're not that old yet. Listen, man, you can never be too sure. I need you falling for scams and stuff. I've seen your stuff, Billy. I'm on Centaur and Lady Camelot server. I just don't post a lot. I lurk in a lot of servers, to be honest. Oh. Oh, really? He's gonna give you Twitter? I hope he does, because he's making it awful. Filling out the snow? Yeah, that's the worst part. That looks dumb. See what I mean when I say I hate chandeliers? You'll make Twitter better? Surely you can't make it any worse. That's probably the best that's gonna get. Looks really good though, don't lie to me. You guys are gassing me up right now. Just wish it was bronze. I don't want to have to retexture it. Should I sync these? Might actually look better if I do. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Okay. Now to arguably the worst part. How on earth am I gonna do these? I hate how ugly the lighting looks when... Best thing today is that Sean blocked me. What Sean? Oh. Oh, you're from the Minecraft Discord, that's right. I knew I remembered your name from somewhere. Why does Sean block you? Better question, what did you do to get blocked by a moderator? He hates you so much. Why? Did you steal his girlfriend or something? You did nothing wrong. Are you sure? Okay, so that's Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Slytherin. You didn't do that? I would hope not. That would be devious. You don't have any inkling why he might hate you? Have you ever... Oh, I guess you can ask him now. I suppose asking him is kind of out of the question now. I mean, I don't blame you for not caring, but I'm just curious is all. I'm a little nosy. Yeah, but how am I gonna ask him though? What am I gonna say? Like, oh hey, Sean, I know we don't really talk that much, even though we're both mods. Hey, uh, what's your deal with Moot? I don't know how to say your name properly. I'm sorry. Is it Mutaz? I'm guessing it's not by that reaction. Okay, well that doesn't that I I can't really, you know, can't really do much with that. I can already see that that's your name. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but that also doesn't help. Fuck you, Purina dog food. Oh, sick. Your name is in Arabic, so yeah. Okay, well, fuck my ass. Also, don't tell Lindsay this is how I am on stream, okay? She doesn't need to know. How dare you do this? How could you do this to me? I'll lose my moderator job, then what do I have? I have nothing. What is my identity if not Discord mod? Honestly, though, it's kind of been my whole identity for like 7 years. Or 6 years, however long I've been a mod, I don't remember. What the hell? I mean, what does XG do? He's like Lindsay's favorite. Alright, good night, Centaur. Thank you for everything today, as always. make sure to get the details in even if nobody's ever gonna see them. Alright, thoughts on the hourglasses. The most mods said bad words in the server. There's no way he has me beaten. I've been around since 2017, and back in the day on the server, you could swear with impunity. I swore a lot. There is no way that he has me beat. Me, Murph, and the rest of the boys would stay up like all night saying the most putrid shit imaginable in the voice chats. Back when the server still had voice chat, of course. Not allowed to have too much of a nice thing these days. Granted, we're probably the reason there is no voice chat anymore. Can you customize shields on Bedrock? I feel like they added it at some point, but I've never looked into it. It's with banners, right? Uh-huh. Okay. I knew these would come in handy one day. What looks so cool? The castle? Oh, uh, thanks. I don't know if you've never seen it before, but yeah. How would I go about displaying this on the wall? I think I have an idea. Oh, well. I can show you the rest of it when we're almost done. Mostly cut off if I do that. Lindsay's always watching us? No. No, she ain't. She ain't watching me right now. She's got more important things to do. Oh fuck, it's gonna go in his other arm. They aren't gonna be perfectly symmetrical, but it'll work. It'll work. But, wait a minute. Big brain. Big brain. Fucking giga brain. I don't usually give myself credit, but I mean, come on. That's literally perfect. Okay, the Great Hall door looks like it's the exact same as this door, which works for me. I mean, C418 will always be the GOAT. But some of the new Minecraft music is nice. You know? It's not like I really prefer one or the other. It's just like, it's mostly a nostalgia thing. I think that's how it is for a lot of people. I mean, it is good, but it's also like, it's classic. Like if you think of Minecraft soundtrack, you don't like that's what you think of, you know? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I mean, it's the same way like I don't think this door is perplexing me. Am I just dumb? Huh? I'm getting fucking big leagued by my own door right now. What is this door? So this door leads into a little like room, which you can see here, which leads into the Great Hall. Can I tell you to make something and you don't make fun of me? I don't know. That's a lot to gamble. What do you want? In my Steam? Okay. My Steam is open. Oh. Oh, I'm dumb. Sorry. That's fine. Hey, as long as you enjoyed the build, I don't really care if you played the game or not. As long as you don't care. Hello. Lindsay's online. Yeah, I'm sure she is. She's a busy woman. Oh, it was just it was just a little meme. Lindsay's heard me say worse in the mod calls. Honestly, every mod on the server has seen me swear my ass off. Like, that's not really I don't know. That's not really a dad joke. That's kind of just a good question, I think. Why are they called egg rolls? They're not eggs. They're just roll. I think I'm gonna need to move these windows up a little. But next time, because I'm not doing all that today. I've already been streaming for 3 hours. I didn't even expect to stream for 1 hour. Yeah, you're right. It was the dad jokes. I just had to stay to hear one more. I have a nice day. Hey, thanks for coming, man. You have a good day too. Okay. Ooh, golly. Okay. Chandelier should be giving off a bit more light. But we want it to give light off in a realistic way. We don't want it to seem artificial. Supposed to be sunlight coming through here. There. Alright. Well, that's gonna be it, folks. Thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys all had fun watching the stream. And for those watching the VOD, thanks for watching. Yeah, hopefully I'll stream again soon. I don't know. You know how I am. So, don't expect much, but hopefully. I might try to stream the New Vegas stuff at some point, perhaps, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. So, yeah.